Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the notes on trigonometry, and really it's trigonometry in 3D space. So I can use the rules of trigonometry in 3D space is what you should be able to say at the end of this. So one example for you here, example 3. For the solid, find the center of the face CDHG. So here's CDHG. So we want to find the center of that thing here, which we're going to say looks like it's about right here. Right? So we got to find the coordinates of that point. So what would probably be helpful, let's see, we know it's it says it's a solid. We have to assume that it's a rectangular solid. So really we have this point here. If we can find this point D here and find the midpoint, that's going to be the center of that face, right? So let's figure out what point D is. So D on the X comes out 5, right? And then on the Y it goes over 4. And then it doesn't go up at all on the Z, so it would be 5, 4, 0. So really what we want to do is we want to find the midpoint between G and D. Okay, so for part A, midpoint of OF. That was hard for me, apparently. DG is going to be, so we're going to add the 2 x's divided by 0, 5 plus 0 over 2, and then add the 2 y's together, 4 plus 4 divided by 2, and then add the 2 z's together, 0 plus 0 divided by 2. Okay, so midpoint of DG is going to be 5 plus 0 divided by 2 is 2.5. 4 plus 4 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 0 plus 0 is 0 divided by 2 is 0. So there's our center of the face CDHG. It is 2.5, 4, and 0. So we have done that. Okay, now find the angle between segment FD. So that's this one right here, FD, and plane BCFG. Let's see, BCFG. So the angle that this, let's see, segment FD makes with this plane here. Okay, so let's do that. Try that out in a different color here. Let's try. Let's try purple. Sorry, it took a while. So we've got this line here. Oops. Sorry, F to D. And then with this face here. So probably the easiest way to do that is say, let's just find the angle. Just go straight underneath where this point meets. So basically we're trying to find what this angle is right here. Okay. So what we would probably want to do here is if we're looking for this angle, we just need to know 2 different sides, right? So we know that CD, we can figure out what CD is. That's the distance from here up to here. So that it's the same as this distance from here to here, which is 3. So we know that this here is 3. Let's do this. Let's redraw this triangle over here so that we can get a little bit better look at it. So here's F, there's C, and then we're going to go down here to D, right? And then we have this nice little right triangle right here. So we know that CD is 3. We're looking for this angle here. So as long as we have either, let's see, if we knew this other angle, then we could figure it out, but we don't. So what we want to do is find one of these 2 sides. The easiest side to find is going to be this FC side right here, right? So that's going to be this one right here. So basically we want to know this length. We know that that's a right angle. So from here to here, that goes over, that's on the Y. So that goes from 0 to 4. So this distance here is 4. And then from here to here, that is our distance on X. So the difference between this and this on the X is 5. So this is to figure out what this FC length here is. We just want to do 4 squared plus 5 squared to get us FC squared. Okay, so that's 16 plus 25 is FC squared. So that's 25, 35, 41 is FC squared. So that means that FC is going to be the square root of 41, right? So this is the square root of 41. So to use, to find this angle here, if you'll remember from our trig unit, from this angle, this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent. Right, so that means we're going to want to use tangent. So tangent of the angle is going to be 3 over the square root of 41. So we bust out our calculator. And remember, whenever we're looking for an angle, it's always going to be second. So we do second tangent of 3 divided by square root of 41. And we get syntax error, of course. Let's see. Let's go back up. Clear. That's because I got that silly. I got to get rid of this. Got it. There we go. I got to get rid of that, and then we should be good. 25.1. So our angle is going to be 25.1 degrees for this angle right here. Okay, and we have now done both parts. Okay, that's all there is for the trigonometry in 3D space here. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks.